Hi, I'm John, and this is part 14 of my F1 23 career mode series. And in this part we'll be racing on the circuit Zandvoort in the Netherlands. Alright, here we are in Zandvoort, and the big news in the paddock is that after only 2 races in the car, Ricciardo has broken his wrist and can't race. So the AlphaTauri reserve driver Liam Lawson is stepping in and replacing Ricciardo for the time of his injury. And yeah, it looks like qualifying is gonna be dry. But in the race, it's gonna start raining at some point. It's gonna start out dry by the looks of it, and at some point it's gonna rain, so that should spice things up a bit. We were gonna bring some upgrades here this weekend, but most of them failed. So yeah, we'll see how our competitors are doing. But yeah, it's been a pretty rough few weeks for us at the factory. But yeah, let's try to focus on what we can and do the best that we can out there on the track and see where that puts us. So let's jump into qualifying. Alright, let's do this. Alright, felt like a decent lap. Let's see where that puts us for now. I'm a 10th ahead of my teammates, so that's good. Alright. Let's do one last run at the end. messed up. Alright, not too bad with that lap.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Verstappen, Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Alright, decent result at the end, P10 ahead of my teammate, which is the most important thing, and starting in the points, so let's hope we can stay there in the race and earn some points out of this race. The traffic was quite bad at the end there, going into the final runs, and I made a mistake at the slow part in the chicane, but yeah, still I managed to improve on my time, so yeah, let's see what we can do in the race.
Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. Zandvoort circuit has 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6-mile lap. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Norris, Fernando Alonso, McLaren, Bottas, Albon, Stroll, Liam Lawson, Ocon, Joe, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. It's race day yet again, and joining me for a chat is Natalie Pinkham. Now our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching for as they go down into turn 1?
There has been an exponential growth in the popularity of Formula One, and it is fantastic to see. This is the glue that's bonding families together. This is the talking point on a Sunday afternoon as they sit round and watch the race as a unit. I love the fact that people are starting to appreciate the various nuances of the sport, the fact there are so many layers to it. This is the cutting edge of technology, but there's also so much personality and sacrifice, personal sacrifice, that gets drivers and race teams where they are today.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Yep. Should we go with the mediums? Yeah, I think we should start on the mediums. So let's do 12 laps on the mediums and 13 laps on the hards. Alright, let's do it.
That's a decent start. Good job.
Yep.
when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Yeah, I'll try my best to keep up with these guys. I got on the curb. That's on me.
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
Copy that.
Catching you at a rate of about 2 seconds a lap, be aware.
Weather report.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now. We're currently trailing our teammate by 2.6 seconds.
think it's gonna be wet conditions at the end. Should we go for an undercut? Go to the softs for a while? Full race updates.
You're in P17, P17. That's Gasly ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Zhu behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. You've got 20 laps left until the end. Let's try and overtake them now.
Yep. I'm trying.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. Okay, mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD.
Confirm change.
Copy.
Weather report.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, and that's a red flag. Red flag. Keep the delta positive, and let's have you straight to the pit lane, please. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just...
All right.
This is essentially a free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
So we don't know when the weather is gonna hit. So I guess we should go to the hards, so we can wait it out if it takes a while. But also we could go to the softs if it's nearly here. But yeah, I guess I gotta trust the team. Let's go with the hards.
We'll be getting underway in just a moment. Stand by.
Okay.
out of the race.
Yep. Weather forecast.
At least another 10 minutes until this rain evens out. Stay alert out there. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. We're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look.
Confirm change.
Confirmed. DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates.
Yep. Let's box. Come on, let's go.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
I did not see that white line.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. It looks like a virtual safety car has been deployed due to an incident with multiple vehicles being stopped on the track. We need you to drop your pace. Okay, information on Bottas. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Copy.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
Are we racing?
Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car.
Yeah, you don't need to repeat yourself all the time. Just tell me when the VSC is ending and I'll know when to go.
Okay, good work. Great pass. Of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button.
Full race update.
P13, you're currently in P13. Bottas ahead. Less than a second separates you. They're on old intermediates. They seem to have an issue. Gasly's behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, gap to leader, 19.8 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And 11 laps to go.
What is the issue with Bottas? Weather report.
Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Yeah. Is the rain gonna keep on going? Full race updates.
And you've got P13, P13. Bottas is ahead of you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on old intermediates. Gasly behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old intermediates. The distance to the leader is 23.4 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 9 laps to go.
Copy.
I know these conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining okay. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of choice for a while yet.
Copy.
Don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall.
Copy. It's pretty tough.
Make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Yep. Thanks for reminding. Weather report.
Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
What do you think of full wets?
Managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
So we're going to the end on these. Full race updates.
You've got 11th, that's 11th place. Sonoda ahead. Less than a second separates you. They're on old intermediates. Bottas is behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old intermediates. Okay, so gap to the leader is 31.5 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. All right, 6 laps to go now.
Copy.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Yep. It's pretty tough out here. Don't have any grip.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
I'm sure the full wets would be a lot
The
quicker.
car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Copy. don't have any grip.
Right, we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
Yeah, well, I was asking a few laps ago.
Laps of fuel remaining.
Copy.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Yep, I've got this.
Okay, a few drivers are fitting full wet tyres. We might need to change soon.
Mate, there's one lap left. We are definitely not doing that.
Final lap.
Easy does it.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 3.7 seconds.
doubted whether they could pull off the win here in Zandvoort, but they've done so in spectacular style. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I love it when you go into a race day with no data from the weekend to fall back on. It's a real step into the unknown. Planning goes entirely out of the window.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. So let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One, so be sure to join us for the next one.
Alright, that was a pretty good race, and yeah, the mixed up conditions spiced things up, and yeah, that was brilliant fun. Yeah, I obviously made a big mistake on my first stint and dropped way back to P17, I think, and yeah, I felt pretty bad about that at the time, but obviously I didn't want to give up. I still knew that the race was still in the early stages and a lot could happen, so yeah, I just tried my best. And yeah, a shame about Alex crashing into Stroll, who spun out in the turn 1, but they caused the red flag, and yeah, it was raining at the red flag restart, and it only took a couple of laps for everyone to change into the intermediate tires. And yeah, my last stint on the intermediates was pretty good. I feel like I had more grip than everyone else around me, but it was still pretty tough to, well, first of all, just to keep it on track, and even tougher to make overtaking moves. But yeah, somehow I managed to get past a couple of guys and finished in P8. So yeah, a good amount of points. Really happy with my performance, and yeah, it was a good fun race to drive, even though it was a bit tough, but it made it even more fun at the end. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to stay tuned for more.